And the harness, the carrier for the brush cutter broke. If you have any suggestions on good harnesses, carrier systems for these brush cutters, please leave a comment, because the one I'm using right now I don't really like. I will get to the point of why. I've been using this one for many years. It's seen a lot of use, so it's starting to break. It's still a little bit annoying that I just spent some time sewing on it and trying to make it last a little longer, and this one breaks. I might end up try sewing a extension on there. I did test here with just a like one of those I'm not sure what they are called, a buckle thing to do a kind of an extension. I didn't really have any confidence that it would hold up, and it did not. It kind of slid out. It had the straps been a little bit longer, I think this might have been an option, but here you couldn't get it to really get far enough through the buckles to actually work. But let's get over to the one I'm using now.
Jaha.
The one I'm using now was included with another brush cutter. I think this was sold as more of a weed whacker, professional weed whacker for use with grass and so on. And this mesh thing here, the needles from the pines get stuck in it, and it kind of picks. You have something poking you here and there, so not very good for forest use. Also going to look at this Stihl FS450. I thought it would be as simple as a clogged air filter, because it was kind of stalling, didn't want to rev very high. But the air filter looks super clean, and it's not really been used a whole lot since the air filter was replaced. It was stripped down, taken off the cover. Did check the spark plug, that one's looked really good for not being replaced in a long time. But notice that the muffler is kind of oily and seemed to have had some gunk buildup. So I think over time there has been some maybe unburnt two-stroke oil building up inside the muffler. So it's time to, or carbon deposits. Maybe it's time to burn that out. It's just held in place with three bolts. Two of them are kind of recessed around where the exhaust comes out, and the third one is kind of a tab a little lower down. These machines are quite simple. Some cleaning up, just removing a little bit of gunk build up on the cooling fins. It wasn't extreme, it's been worse at times. Did try to measure the weight.
313.
313 grams. I think that's the same as the license plate on Donald Duck's, Kalle Anka's car. And then it was burning time. So it was just heating it up. And after a while we had kind of a flame started to shoot out of both the inlet and the outlet on the muffler. Gave it a few taps here and there, and just kept heating it up. This is just I'm not sure if it's propane, or the flame on this burner is not extreme hot, but it's not like a welder or a gas burner or cutting torch. But it still got hot holding it, so we put it on a little piece of wood on the string, and when at the end there was no more yellow flame coming out of it, and kind of stopped it. It was still quite hot, so held it with some pliers. Some tapping, some shaking, because there was kind of charred pieces coming out still. After some tapping and shaking, weighed it again.
313 till 284,
Had
det är
lost
ganska mycket.
about 30 grams, what's that? An ounce in stupid measurements, I think, something like that. And then it was just a matter of bolting it back together and see if this helped. Put everything on there and realized that two of the bolts here are longer that I had not noticed when taking it apart, so that was a little bit of a surprise. So I had to start trying to locate where they went, and all I can understand is that they go underneath,
Ena sidan gick
holding the.
Vad
It's
fanns
kind
det
of a plastic plate at the bottom to protect
Men vad fanns det
the
de
machine.
långa sitta nu? För den här är lång.
So I put them at the bottom at least, and they seem to fit nicely there. Cover for air filter, and then it was just test start. I'm gonna leave you guys there. You can listen to it rev nice and loud, or stop the video here, do whatever you like. Have a good day.
Helt annat driv igen. Det är läge med